Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance and the first video from the new place. Brand new, new carpet, new walls, new kitchen, new bathroom, new everything. New start. Everything hurts. Everything hurts. You know, other than on Saturday hiring the two guys to move all the big stuff, me and Charlene did all the little stuff, and we are hurting. It hurts. It hurts. You know, when you break down a place you lived at for almost 5 years, you know, you dig up where you've been, where you were, and kind of shows you where you are now. You know, we moved into that place almost 5 years ago when I lost my job at IKEA. You know, we went from living in a beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bath, pool, gym, all the amenities, you know, trash service, you know, they come get your trash from you, and to where we were at. And when we first moved in here 5 years ago, this place was this neighborhood was really bad. Really bad. Not like get shot as soon as you walk out, but it wasn't halfway decent like it is now. And you know, the unit we moved into was a problem unit where we found out they didn't expect anybody to be there for almost 5 years. The way they throw people out of these places so quick in this neighborhood, with all the sewer lines running under our unit. I mean, it's only a matter. They know those places flood out. They know that unit floods out. So the fact that it happened 5 times, and it happened the last time, the only reason it hadn't reached our closets in the past because we were on top of it fast enough. We didn't see it happen this time. It came up so fast, it took out everything. But as you break things down, you know, you go back in time to where you were, and what a low spot I had been in, and what an absolute failure I felt like after losing that job, even though it was no fault of my own. Getting kicked out of your old place, you know, the place had a wood-burning fireplace and 2 bedrooms, and the place we moved from before that, you know, if you're on my Facebook, you've seen people thought I was on vacation. Those pictures on the beach, that high-rise. No, we lived there. We lived there we had an 18-month lease, the first one we first moved down here, and then we lived in Sunny Isles Beach, right on the Intercoastal Waterway. And the beach, like at the Intercoastal, we could have had a boat slip. We're on the Intercoastal, overlooking the ocean, that close. I mean, we just walked across the street to the ocean. And that building had a valet, and that building had dry cleaning and its own post office. And even after the divorce, I was still able to get a job where I can maintain a lifestyle like that, with child support, with all that. And when all that's just pulled out from under you, and when it's really no fault of your own, when you're doing the right thing and bad people take it from you, it makes it even harder to accept. I don't know if I don't even know if I've talked about this, about when we first moved into that place. You know, first of all, it had all tile floors, which I despised. So, and I think it was like that first or second night we were there, I kicked over a glass and it smashed on the floor. It was like this big glass I used to put soda in, and I had it for a couple of years, and I kicked it over, and it was like that moment, like, God fucking damn it, I hate this. I hate it. I was freaking out. And Charlene was real, and she was crying because you could see how much, not that I was yelling at her, I was just mad at what had happened and where I was, and it was just, because she couldn't help. She understood as a man to have all this taken away from me and end up like this. And I didn't even want to sleep in a bed at that point. Like, I didn't think I was worthy of it. So the reason why I kicked it over, because I was sleeping on the couch, which I did from the moment I lost that job. Is just like, I can't. But I hated those floors, and I couldn't look at that living room. Like, I just hated everything about it. And the bedroom was the only room that had carpet. So what I did was, because of moving out of a 2-bedroom when we moved down here, I bought furniture for our bedroom and the second bedroom, which was Erin's, which was going to be Erin's furniture. Brand new bed, brand new full-size bed, brand new full-size mattress and box spring, end tables, dresser. So when we left the 2-bedroom, we had all that stuff with us, and it was kind of packed into that big 1-bedroom. And what I did was, I took all of it, both beds, all the furniture, and shoved it out into the living room, and took the living room furniture, which was this big sectional we had, and I shoved it into that bedroom, and I set up like a cave, just for where I didn't come out of that cave for a year. I brought in the entertainment center, the tea, all the living room stuff was put in that bedroom. And I basically had a living room inside that bedroom. And I kept the living room as storage. Just put the mattresses up against the windows so you couldn't see anything in. Put the litter box out there. Obviously. Well, the litter box was never in the bedroom anyway. That was basically for the cats to all jump around on. And then just the path to the kitchen. And I would go in that, and we'd go and lock it. And just be sealed away. Because the bathroom was in there. Was through the bedroom, which sucked. Which anybody who had to go to the bathroom had to go through the bedroom to get to it. At least here now, there's hallway, and it's all separated. And it's just... So I locked myself away for a year. Just angry, depressed. And I realized, it dawned on me as I was breaking down that bedroom, and I had found something from that time that just sparked it, that just made me remember what was going on at that time. And then I remember, like, well, why the hell did I leave that bedroom? What made me leave that bedroom? And if you go back, and then I remembered, because remember, I used to just rant into my webcam in the old place. Nobody knew about it. It was before I did anything on YouTube. It was just me ranting into my webcam. And my wife at that point, who was working at the club, which I really didn't make me feel real great about, which is another reason why I think I was locking myself away. It's just the whole shitty situation of it. I said to her, remember, I'm like, I think I'm going to make a video and post it on YouTube. I had already posted Phone Call with Narcissistic Mother right as we were leaving the plantation apartment. And it was getting views on it, so I'm like, let me just try one of those rant videos and post it. And I believe the first two, My Life with Narcissistic Parents 1 and 2, were both filmed in that room. And the wall is just so drab, and I'm like, I gotta get out of this room. I gotta try to... And that's why I moved out. And I pulled everything back out of that room and reset up the living room. And that's when we got rid of the full-size set, because it wasn't going to It wasn't going to do any good. Set up the king furniture was just too big, too bulky. It was damaged from the moves, because this was the second move. You know, and when we got out of the plantation, it was so fat. It was just I didn't care. I was just destroying everything, you know, because I didn't care. Oh God, was I hurting at that point. They nearly broke me with that bullshit. But I moved it all out. I set up the king set in the bedroom. And, you know, this channel, it became what it became. And I realized, I'm like, God damn it, no matter what, through all this shit with this narcissism and all this bullshit, the only thing that has been pulling me back up is exposure, is this channel, is exposing the fucking problem. And what I realized, like, here I am, locking myself to more of the narcissist anchors, and they're not even here. Doing it to myself. Doing it to myself, and that's what they would have wanted. And you can't see it. You can't see it because you lock yourself away and you anchor yourself to their fucking bullshit of what they made you believe about yourself. Just like when I quit smoking, and, you know, like, there's just so many memories of moving in there, being heavy, and then starting to do that channel and being able to lose the weight. And as I'm losing the weight, that's when I had the incident with Broward Sheriff breaking in, kicking in the door at 2 o'clock in the morning at the wrong address, at not doing their jobs half-assed. Calling Charlene a prostitute and me a drug addict, and then realizing neither one of us have any record to speak of. Neither one of us had done a goddamn thing. And you pick up a 3 to 4 pack a day habit, because that's where the anxiety had gotten with everything. And then realizing that's going to kill you. You know, you trade one vice for another. Trade now the cigarettes for back to the food again, and put on God knows what. All because you still continue to anchor yourself to the narcissist bullshit. And much like when I quit smoking and I could see the apartment for what I thought it was. I thought I had seen it for what it was, with, you know, the smoke on the walls, and that's why I had to paint everything and all. It's like I didn't even scratch the surface, because there's just so much hidden deep down that when you tear it all apart, when you break it down, when you break it all down, you're going to get to the root of it. And the root of, for me, is still the same. I am still being followed around by my fucking abuser's bullshit. Still. Attacks you in ways you don't even realize it's attacking you. To the point where you do it to yourself. We do it to ourselves. They don't even have to be around anymore. But you don't see it until you cut them out. You don't see it until you talk about it, until you shine light on it, until you expose it. You're not going to see it for what it is. You're never going to get that fucking clarity. And as much clarity as I thought I had, I still don't. I know what I got to do to get it. And I'm not avoiding the clarity. I want it. I want to expose it. But God damn it, like, how many different places do I have to dig to find the answers? And the answers are everywhere. It's everywhere, because the narcissist abuse was all encompassing. It is to control. When I say, and we say, the narcissist wants to control your life, they want to control your life. That is every thought, every feeling, every emotion. They have control over it. That's what they have functioned. That's what they have trained you to do since many of us were children. That's why they hate China. That's why they hate being confronted. That's why they hate the exposure. That's why most of their tactics are centered around getting us to shut the fuck up and go away. Because exposure brings clarity. Exposure brings answers. As long as we stop tying ourselves to their bullshit anchors. And they are bullshit anchors. And the answer for me is always the same. The answer always leads back to the same thing. This channel. Any bit of success and happiness has been because of this channel. Period. Period. You know, and even I have some great supporters, and I have some great subscribers, and I have some great people who sponsor the channel publicly and anonymously. And I have a couple anonymous people that are they'd blow your doors off if you knew what they actually do. Okay, and I have one in particular who wanted to make sure me and Charlene moved with no problems whatsoever. Well, you can never really plan a move. Everything always goes a certain way, and as a man, you always have pride about, you know, doing things yourself. But like, I wasn't lifting anything heavy. That's for goddamn sure. It was all the little stuff. But because of that person, you know, we had gotten to the point in that apartment where, like, I had gotten rid of most of the furniture in the bedroom because it just became damaged and it was just non-functional. The bed I had taken apart, we were actually just sleeping on a box spring and a mattress on the floor for room. And because the place was always, to us, the place was always a shithole. As good as I made that living room look, it was still a lot. This place is brand new everything. You could see it. Like, that place was like the stepchild of the complex. They wanted to friggin', and it was because when we moved in, we moved in under ghetto rates. So we're still kind of paying ghetto rates. We're probably paying $200 to $300 less than anybody else in this complex because of when we moved in. And we're the only ones who haven't been evicted. Everyone else gets evicted. We haven't been. So we were kind of a special case. They never had somebody where they had to move them to another unit like this. And after Charlene lost everything, you know, luckily this unit, a blind man lived here for 18 years. So, and he was a nice guy. He took care of everything. It was in really good shape to begin with. So it wasn't, and so the paint, the carpet, the kitchen's perfect. The bathroom looks great. Everything looks great. But my point is, because of what, you know, this specific anonymous does, and this, some of you know. You don't know this person's name, but you know of him because he helps you out behind the scenes with some free Skypes and other things. He's helped a lot of people. Okay, you know, I fully recommend Wayfair. You know, we got a nice queen size bed, one of those memory foam mattresses, very inexpensive. You know, we were able to hire the movers. I got an elliptical off of Amazon. They're very inexpensive now for my weight. So I'll be doing my morning workouts, watching TV there. So the weight hopefully will be coming off again shortly. And, you know, a couple other little things here and there, but it really took a load off and alleviated a lot of stress. And that person knows, you know, I've told this person repeatedly how much I appreciate them, and I appreciate everybody, you know. So new time. The point is, it's all the good shit, all the good things, all the positivity, everything that has moved forward in my life has been due to talking about it on this channel and exposure. And it's the same way for everyone else. Nothing changes as long as we continue to tie ourselves to the narcissist anchors. Nothing changes if we lock ourselves away in our places and never come out. The narcissistic fears and exposure more than anything, because with exposure comes clarity and answers and true happiness. The one thing the narcissist never wants for us. Not now, not ever. So everything still does hurt. I will say, you know, moving is never easy. Never, ever, ever easy. And, you know, it never goes the way you think it's going to go. Never goes the way you think it's going to go. It always takes longer. But we got it done. And, you know, after the walkthrough and everything's completed, you know, we just got some odds and ends to complete over here. Got to figure out what to do with this wall because it's a concrete wall and I hate drilling into it. But we got to get some artwork on there as well. So that's where we're at, everybody. So I will be back with a full slate tomorrow. Thank you to everybody who has already sent me in some stuff. I will be getting to all of it. Thank you for your patience through all of it. So, new place, brand new everything. So, I look forward to it. I look forward to moving on with the channel, keeping it going. Okay, we are in another political season as well. 6 months out to midterms, time to start the meme war. And that's always fun as well. Societal narcissism will be covering it all. So, I am back. I will see you all first thing in the morning after my workout with a full slate of videos. If you guys want to contribute, if you want to be a part of it, you guys know what to do with all the links. So, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it successful, growing, and advancing, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you guys. Without you, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been The Narcissistic Resistance.